such a beautiful piece, and it was just one of those ones where it's simple and effective, and it was just mesmerizing. It's not something that needed to be super dramatic or to have visual effects or anything more to that. It was the simplicity of having 2 to 3 dancers, and the choreography of it was really smooth and just really beautiful to watch. And even with the props and the styling, it was just simple cloth and charcoal, and I thought that was just such an effective use of that material, and then that kind of transferring onto their bodies just made it that much cooler to kind of witness. Something else I really liked was the set that you were able to find and being able to utilize the entire environment of that and to really take note of where you were, because there's so many specific shots where you got to frame the dancers or the model, and it was just so perfectly thought out and edited and put together. So it really did show that you understood where you were and how to utilize it to the best of your piece. And then the music itself was just something that I really loved. Any string quartet cello piece is always just so fun to listen to, and again, it really helped with building this piece and putting it all together.
That
So great
was
job.
lovely. Just savory is the word that comes to mind. Just such a great location. Oh my God, it had such a character, and it was really well filmed. The different angles and the way it was exploited in the choreography and the composition of the images with those performers were just so mesmerizing. I love their energy. I love what they brought to the storytelling. Those costumes and their on their own told a story. It was just so rich in texture and in image. The great interpretation of that cello piece also, it was very dynamic, and I thought that the performers moved through the whole process, the whole story, with such fluidity and grace, and like I said, their energy and their what they brought to it really transcended, came through the screen, and grabbed us. So yeah, good job all around, everyone.
So, based on the quote at the beginning of Wayob, I assume that this is supposed to evoke feelings of spirit animal. I definitely got more of a goddess worship sort of theme from it, but either way, everything about this piece, all the different elements meshed so well together that it elevated it completely. So the cinematography felt like it was really well planned with the movements of the actors themselves. The music paired so beautifully with the dancing and took you through an emotional arc, even though there wasn't really much of a narrative to the piece. The costumes were stunning. I'm shocked that none of them got covered in charcoal on screen because they were very clean, and the other 2 actors in very simple costumes were just covered in charcoal. So, fantastic work there, I guess. But it's just a very pretty piece. Everything from the actors to the location to the music to the actual art piece that they're drawing on the ground, just beautiful head to toe. Everything about it. Very, very pretty.
For starters, really strong cinematic sensibility here. Just great framing, movement in the shots. Just very engaging. And I feel like it all leads up to the reveal of the dress at the end. It's definitely looks like a fabulous dress. I'm sure it was many hours of work to put a dress like that together. It seems really involved. I don't know. I've never made a dress, but it just looks spectacular. And I think it just really put the cherry on top for this whole piece that was otherwise just really well done.
Great job on Wayob. It definitely taught me something about Meso-American culture, and I think it really, interpreted it in a way that was, visually fascinating and captivating. I thought the performances were super interesting and intriguing by the dancers, and the wardrobe and location were super beautiful. And I kind of just love the contrast of like the gray castle location and, the kind of lively dancing and the beautiful costumes. So I really thought you guys did a great job of creating something unique out of an interesting part of a culture. So congratulations.
There were so many elements to this film that contributed to how beautiful it was. The chemistry between the two dancers. I loved when, they were kind of drawing with the like charcoal and then rolling around in it, and it got on their face, and it was really raw and beautiful. I really loved that. And then when they entered the third dancer or person in this just gorgeous outfits and dresses, and the way that it flowed. And I don't know if it was planned, but the wind was such a star in this film. The way that it was blowing her garments around her. I loved the scene of her walking towards the window, and the train of her dress covers the two dancers and then kind of reveals them. It was stunning. The camera work, the choreography, the designs of these beautiful, beautiful outfits. I can't say enough good things about this film. It serves its purpose as an art piece, as a fashion piece, as a dance piece. All of it. Stunning.
Very beautiful, very powerful piece. I loved just how kind of elemental it was, and kind of taking us through this cycle. You have these dancers performing a very sensual kind of movement, drawing in charcoal and getting covered in the charcoal. And there's this third lady who seems to be representing some other guide to life for them. And there's some beautiful imagery, like when she's draped in the cloth and being sprinkled with rose petals, and the rose petals at the end, and then people are growing out the side of the dress. There's all kinds of crazy and wonderful imagery in here that has a lot of meaning. It's very metaphysical. A wonderful location that they got there, and they used it very nicely. I love the shots of the dancers up in the bell tower, and such. And it was beautifully directed, beautifully shot, beautifully edited, and wonderfully performed by all three of the cast members. Did just an excellent job. So I love seeing just bold experimental work like this, and so excellent job on this. I hope it gets out there and gets seen, because it was really good.